Hey, Pete.
Yo.
Remember when Uncle Ben died?
Yeah.
Bet that was easier than watching this show. Iron Fist!
Good morning, Vietnam! You are a toy! My sons were better men.
She wouldn't even harm a fly.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Welcome to Rated R for Review, the official sponsor of Pib and Pib Extra. He is Mr. Rogers.
That's Peter Porker.
And we just got done torturing ourselves by watching all of Iron Fist in 18 hours. A 13-hour show.
Dude,
Nothing to show for it.
There was no plot.
It was... Everything that makes Iron Fist great wasn't in it.
No.
There was no Iron Fist.
Literally. Other than the fact that he kept saying, oh, I am the Iron Fist. And everybody would just look at him and be like, they were literally saying what we were feeling. What does that even mean?
He punched more doors than people.
So stupid.
Ugh.
And half the time he couldn't use the power. Going into this Netflix series, which is the last leading up to The Defenders, what'd you think?
Going into it?
Yeah.
Dude, I was so ready for this.
Yeah?
Danny Rand's one of my favorite characters. I mean, he's one of the original comic books I started collecting.
Okay.
Was one of the Iron Fists. He was such a badass in those, so I was so ready to be like, alright, get to do some dope-ass kung fu. Because I was expecting like a Daredevil type thing, but like amped up. Because that's what Iron Fist is his very kung fu Daredevil. But like dialed to 11. So
Yeah.
I was just expecting to be just like tons of fights and just super cool choreography. What were you expecting?
I was so I don't know if you're familiar. Oh, hello. I don't know if you're familiar with the Amazing Ultimate Spider-Man, where Danny Rand is, hey, what's going on, Peter? Like that. I wasn't expecting that, but I was expecting him to be more relaxed because that was the whole point of Danny Rand is that he's, you know, he can sit there and take a situation and be like, you have to look beyond the meaning of blah blah, and you know, just spiritual. And everything felt very forced in this show, where it's not, my name is Danny Rand. I grew up in Kunlun. Hello? No. So, like, before going into the show, you know, a bunch of critics were given, like, the first 6 episodes and stuff, and we weren't one of those lucky few. So we were trying to keep a level head, but watching the first episode, you see poor choreography, which was one of the big outcries. Terrible script because the dialogue was horrible, and just general plot points that don't make any sense and don't lead anywhere. Kind of like each episode had 4 plot points, like specifically that it had to get across, but it took, you know, it's a 40-minute episode, so it took 10 minutes just to get to that one plot point, and it was just somebody saying something. And by that time, you're just like, I don't care.
And then what was sucked too is it felt rushed to a point because like they had like 10. Don't touch her. You had like 10 minutes left into the show, and then all of a sudden you had to be like, all right, rush and try to get this plot point out. And
Yeah.
they even went to truth serum.
When is she, like, is that
bad
real?
is that?
Is sodium pentothal real? Is there really a drug out there that can just makes you tell nothing but the truth?
They should have got a lasso. It worked for Wonder Woman. No, but I don't know. I don't know if that's an actual. I mean, it might be. I don't know how to feel.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be the core group of this audience for this show is going to sit there and say, yeah, no, like this was weak. In my opinion, it still wasn't the weakest of the 4. I think because this one was just weak throughout the whole thing, that I didn't get to a high point where I'm just like, all right, this is awesome. I want to see more. Like, I kept going, come on, I want to see more throughout the entire show.
Yeah.
Like, I liked the story they were trying to tell. I did not like its execution.
But I mean, if you think about the whole TV series, like, what was their point? Like, that it was hard to just, like, what story were they telling?
Let's see. It literally is Danny Rand comes back to New York, and this is no spoilers. We're not gonna spoil anything. He's trying to figure out basically.
We might want to, cause like, do you like if you
No, let's not. Let's hold off on the
Oh,
spoilers.
man.
Yeah, just because people should watch this, they should still watch
Should?
it. Yeah, you should still watch it.
We'll
It's-
get to that. With
If you have a Netflix account, it's already free. Just fucking watch it. You know.
Yeah, but what were you saying?
It's basically just Danny Rand is back from Kunlun, which is the mystical place in the Himalayas. And he's like, I want to come back to Rand. I want to be a part of this. This was my dad's legacy and stuff like that. I am his legacy, you know. And then it's him trying to figure out what happened. And newsflash, literally 13 episodes, and they finally fucking reveal what happens in the last episode. Because the entire time they changed what was happening. Oh, it was this. Oh, it was this.
They did jump back and forth.
You saw it?
She
You
did
remember
it,
that?
he did it, they did it, she did it,
Yeah.
they did it. Oh, it turns out that this person did it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like, whew, out of the 5 Netflix, Daredevil season 1, 2, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, this, would you say this is the weakest?
No.
Which one would you, what's like, where would you put it?
I would say the weakest is the second half of Luke Cage. I absolutely fucking hated the second half of Luke Cage to the point where it totally destroyed the show for me.
The second half, not even like the second half, it's like the last 3 or 4 episodes were really weak.
I think after, spoiler for Luke Cage if you haven't watched it yet, after Cottonmouth is no longer the main villain, it sucks. That show is terrible. It's unwatchable.
It falls.
I will never watch that show again because of that. I might watch 1 through 6. That's it.
Yeah. I still think this is the worst one, even with Luke Cage.
That's fine. I can totally understand that. It was just I thought Luke Cage had promised to be the best, and then it got so fucking bad so quickly it ruined that entire show for me.
Well, the reason for me, it was Luke Cage felt like he was untouchable at one point, and that's what I loved about it.
And
Like,
Danny-
he felt like a superhero. Like, he felt like he deserved to be in the Avengers. And then
Danny Rand.
Then Danny Rand.
More like Danny Bland.
How many times did he get snuck up on?
Dude, so much.
Turn around! Head on a swivel! Dude, like, remember? I don't want to. There's so many. Like, just watch, and every time he gets hit, it's from the back.
And going back to the whole bad choreography, a lot. I had to pause it because we were watching it together and show that there's this one scene where these guys in this hallway are just like all pounding on Danny like this, and you literally just see one guy 2 feet away from him doing this,
Not touching him.
not touching him,
Not hitting
just
him.
doing this, and he's doing it real slow. He's like, it's so bad. If you had like any positives of the show, what would it be?
Well, there's a couple hidden gems of actors and actresses in this. Like, Colleen, played by...
Jessica Henwick.
She was great in it. She was fantastic.
Yeah, this was a breakout role for her for sure.
I mean, Rosario Dawson's always fantastic.
She's great.
But she was great.
Does her character have claws in the comics?
I don't know that.
She gets claws. Not like claws out of her hands, but she gets like these weapon claws. It's just weird.
Yeah. What about you? Any positives?
Surprisingly, the guy who played Ward Meacham, that character was my favorite character in the show. Because he starts out as just a complete toolbox, and you're just like, God, I fucking hate this guy. But his character was the only one throughout the series that had proper character development.
Yeah.
That you're like, fuck, I see why this guy's like this. And like they do everything they can to make you hate him, but by the end of the series, you're just like, yeah, I like this character. If you had to rate this show, what would you give it?
This one's interesting because it's a Marvel film, and Marvel has done this incredible thing where it's got a built-in audience.
Yeah.
So like you want to watch it to see if it connects to the overarching story. But if you just on its merits alone, it's just not really worth watching. But it is worth watching because it connects to the universe at whole. So I guess.
But it doesn't set anything up. Like you expect the last show of the Defenders to set something up, and it doesn't.
Right, but it leads up into the Defenders, and that's why it kind of connects.
Yeah.
Which is really weird.
I would say just watch the show. It's the last one before the Defenders. You're not going to get anything else for a while. You might as well. This isn't the Iron Fist fans have been waiting for, but I'm hoping the Defenders showrunner and whoever takes over for season 2, because this will get a season 2.
Yeah.
It's Netflix. They'll do it. I hope they course correct.
It won't be that difficult to course correct either.
Yeah. Alrighty, that should do it. As always,
He's Mr. Rogers.
and he's Peter Porker. Keep it tight, reviewers.